Anyone who's been through surgery wants to get it done and then move on to a healthier life.
He said I wouldn't have been alive by Christmas Day if he hadn't have done it.
Margaret Graham says chronic pain pushed her to see a doctor.
My legs were swelling really bad at the bottom, and they were turning real red, and I couldn't hardly walk at all, and they were hurting.
Graham had a blocked artery in her heart, the one they call a widowmaker. But doctors at Baptist DeSoto gave her more time with her husband with a heart stent, the first of its kind in the Mid-South.
And it's very exciting to us. It's sort of the holy grail of stents.
A heart stent opens up arteries so blood can flow. In the past, they've been made of metal. Now DeSoto Baptist Hospital is using the latest in medical innovation, providing heart stents that dissolve over time.
With time, this stent dissolves and disappears, so by 3 years, there's nothing left behind.
Dr. Zogby says this new technology makes future procedures on the patient easier and allows the artery to behave more naturally while it fills the heart with blood. Even though the stent dissolves, the artery remains open with the help of medicine.
Once in place, the stent releases a drug that reduces inflammation and tissue growth and promotes healing.
Here is 3 tiny stents.
This tiny device, but big medical breakthrough.
That next day I got up, I felt so much better. My legs weren't swelling.
Graham says is allowing her to now walk pain-free by her husband's side.
It was just such a relief, and it still is.
In South Haven, Sabrina Hall, DeSotoCountyNewsroom.com.
If you've been hankering for a good Mater sandwich, you're in luck.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Because local farmers, the Calvis, are hard at work harvesting their latest crop of locally grown produce they sell in the area farmers markets, just like they have for over a decade.
Well, I started out when I was just big enough to walk, to get out in the field and help Dad and Mom.
The South Haven Market opens this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or until they run out for the day, and they have all the local favorites, including chow chow and jellies.
People they love their homegrown tomatoes.
They also have a second stand in Hernando at the Courthouse Farmers Market that opens this Saturday also, along with other local farmers.
There's homegrown tomatoes, cucumbers, squash, zucchini.
Calvis Fresh Produce will be available for the next few months while supplies last.
As soon as the grocery find out that the farmers in town, they start dropping their prices real fast. But they can't beat the flavor. That's the main thing, the Mississippi flavor.
Now all you need is the lettuce and bacon to make that sandwich. In Horn Lake, I'm Charlie Hoots for the DeSoto County Newsroom.
Historic blues town Como, Mississippi has had the financial blues for years. They borrowed money from their utility fund and negotiated payments for back taxes with the IRS. But now town leaders are looking at doing away with their 6-member police force, which includes the police chief.
I'm sure it would affect everyone's comfort level and just feeling like safe to go out and walk around.
Ann May and her husband own 2 restaurants in town. They've helped bring business here, but she's concerned doing away with police could also do away with business. As we've reported, this time of year, Mississippi towns run chronically short of money. There's hope among city leaders here that once property tax money starts coming in around March, they might be able to afford police protection. If the town cuts the police force, it plans to ask the sheriff's department to pitch in. Lots of people here say they're hoping for the best.
I know they're in pretty dire straits, but we hope it's not going to come to that. They keep trying to solve any problems they have.
Because he adds, there's too much invested in Como's recent revival to give people a reason to think twice about coming here.
And I know that we want our guests to feel comfortable, and I'm sure that a lot of them are from out of town and don't know what to expect.
Como's mayor and board of aldermen are set to consider their option for police protection at a specially called meeting Friday night at 5 o'clock. In Como, Dennis Turner, WREG News Channel 3. DeSoto Sheriff Bill Rasco says he's putting renewed effort into the county's Crime Stoppers program after political disagreements caused him to distance himself several years ago.
We all have to work together to make this thing work right. Been Crime Stopper coordinator for 8.5 years. I know it's a good program. I know it works.
County supervisors and key players recently started the ball rolling to get the word out on DeSoto crimes on a regular basis.
Hopefully we can get some advertisement on the radio stations and TV stations and whatnot, and have like a crime of the week.
Larry Holland says you'll soon see the tip line 662-429-TIPS all over the place. In fact, DeSoto Crime Stoppers has its first success story of the year after a tip on New Year's Eve led to an arrest in a rape case out of Olive Branch. Holland says DeSoto Crime Stoppers gets about 130 calls a year, and about 40% of those tips lead to arrests.
We're going to have two officers make all the meetings also. That way we'll be involved and know what's going on.
Sheriff Rasco believes an open line of communication can lead to more tips and more arrests.
We'll have the contact for them. They can contact him at any time and find out what's going on down here, what we need help with, and what we need for them to publicize.
Tipsters whose information leads to an arrest can get $1,000 and stay anonymous.
The more people that we can get, the better, the safer our community will be.
And that's one goal everyone here agrees on. In Hernando, Dennis Turner, WREG News Channel 3.